We will now proceed to item number 10, which is submission number 191. It is up on the screens in both official languages behind me, in front of you, sponsored by 8 different riding associations, who I hope have done us the favor of coming together with one mover. Do we have somebody to speak to this motion from one of the EDAs? We'll recognize anybody then to speak in favor of it. Madam, and the floor is yours.
Hi, Tanya Eichhoff, N.D.G. Westmount. I didn't expect to speak to this, but I'll do my very best. In the leadership race last year, the election results were so close, as we all know, and that caused a lot of tension and ill will. And that is continuing this weekend. So I would argue that regardless of who we voted for, that we consider in the future that we have as transparent a process as possible. I don't see anything wrong with having an independent auditor, and I don't see anything wrong with making sure that everybody is as satisfied as possible with the results. Yeah. Is that okay? Sorry, I've never done this.
You stepped up when nobody else would. Thank you for doing that. And thank you for speaking to the motion. Is there anybody else from National Council or the National Constitution Committee who wishes to speak? Is there another speaker in favor of this motion? Mr. Fletcher? Yes? If we could get the microphone down to you, we'd be very pleased to hear from you. Please go ahead.
Thank you. This is a very reasonable proposal. It brings integrity and confidence in the results, and especially in close-run situations. The party has its own spirit in many ways. There's agendas left, right, and center, and having best practice for a leadership vote is good, and perhaps we should extend this to riding associations as well. In Charleswood, St. James, Assiniboia, Headingley, I have been denied the opportunity to run without explanation, and it is Andrew Scheer who has prevented that from happening. We can do better. Listen to the membership, please.
Thank you, sir. Speaker against the amendment.
Gortalk, Red Deer, Mountain View. In large, I agree with the resolution, but there's a key problem I have with it. We prevent local electoral district associations to collect ballots in this resolution, and we're saying that we're going to allow them to be at the location of where the election site is being held. So does that mean we can walk 40,000 people into Toronto and vote on the last day of the process? It's just so contradictory to me. By all means, we should just do a postal ballot. We shouldn't allow counting it and all that kind of skullduggery. But this doesn't make it better, that's for sure. In fact, it makes it even more likely things could get abused in the future.
Thank you, sir. It appears we have a second speaker against this amendment. Madam.
Lisa Deschamps, Edmonton, Wetaskiwin. I admire the principle that they're trying to do here, but they really need to pay attention to their words. First of all, auditors audit. They monitor and everything else. If they are actually doing the mailing and the printing and the receiving, they are not auditing. They are not independent because they're doing the job. I think the wording in, say, number 18 would fit better, where it says it shall be overseen and audited by an independent third-party national. You cannot have auditors be independent if they're doing the job.
Thank you, Madam. Sir, you're going to speak for the rebuttal?
If I can.
Sure.
Liam O'Brien, Coast Bay Central, Notre Dame, Newfoundland, Labrador. I just want to say that this is very much in the spirit of the party that passed the Fair Elections Act in 2015. I think we all appreciate the need for transparency. It only strengthens the results of any leadership race. It only gives us more confidence, and it moves in the opposite direction of the Liberal Party, which likes, elections to be fuzzy and kind of not run with care to the details. Well, we don't mind looking at the details. We don't mind transparency, and we don't mind a process that can stand up to scrutiny. So please vote for this. Thank you.
So on item number 10, which is on the screens behind me in front of you, if you are voting in favor, please hold your green cards up high and hold them there until you're acknowledged by a counter. If you are standing by the doors, a reminder that we do not count votes by the doors. You must be in a seat to have your vote counted. And if you are carrying on a conversation, please do take it outside so that we can focus on the amendments here. Thank you. All those who are voting against amendment number 10, please hold your red cards high and keep them there until you're acknowledged by our volunteer counters. Thank you. Think we are good. Counters, if I ever do try and run rushshot over you, just wave at me and make sure that I don't do that. The results for amendment number 10 are in. There were 196 votes for and 377 votes against.